so when you're writing genre like science fiction, there is a certain freedom that can come from it because you're not writing this world. So my books do have a lot of religious elements in them, but the religions in them are not religions that exist now. So you're able to do a critique, for example, of what that looks like without maybe directly offending somebody, because you're not criticizing their choice of religion. It's more looking at a future society. Likewise, I think it's easier to have diverse casts of characters. There's a reason why Star Trek, the original series, was the first show to have a black actress in a leading role, because there's something about it that frees you from the cultural norms of now, and you're able to envision a different kind of society. In terms of what's happened in young adult, as it's exploded, young adult fiction, I believe, now outsells adult fiction, which is kind of a huge deal. Adult fiction sales are down right now. Young adult is still growing. And so as that's happened, and as more people are coming in and writing young adult fiction, you're seeing them tackle more hard-hitting stories. I have a friend who wrote a book which is about a kid dealing with the aftermath after his mother has committed suicide. So you're seeing a lot of people tackling issues that are pretty serious. John Green's very popular book, Fault in Our Stars, is dealing with kids with cancer and what that looks like for them. So I think that you're able to tackle a lot of pretty serious issues. In terms of censorship, I have heard stories from some of my author friends about them encountering some backlash over things they've written about. I've also heard of editors flagging cussing and cuss words, which is interesting. A lot of us feel strongly that, you know, teenagers talk in a certain way, and you should be able to, within reason, have some of that, because I just don't think it's realistic otherwise. You know, in my books, I get to invent my own cuss words because we have different worlds, so I can kind of get away with it, and I haven't had to tackle it the same way that other authors who write contemporary do. But, you know, I just sort of think I'm just so against censorship in all forms. I mean, I think people can choose what they want to read or don't want to read. Nobody is forcing anything on anyone. But, you know, Judy Blume had a huge impact on me. And, you know, I can't, Tamora Pierce's Alana series had a huge impact on me. It's about a girl who wants to be a knight, so she binds her chest and dresses up like a boy, but there is a whole scene, I was just reading an interview where she gets her period and she doesn't know what it is, and it's this whole, it was so groundbreaking at the time that Tamora Pierce, who's amazing, wrote it. It had a huge impact on me, but now that would almost be very bland. Like, I don't even think it would have the same effect, but back then, like Judy Blume, like Tiger Eyes, yeah, it was a huge deal. So yeah, so I think that there has been more of an acceptance, but, you know, I can't say that there isn't any censorship still.
Is there a list of books that are banned as it was? I mean, I know that Judy Blume was on some list.
Oh, she was. Harry Potter has, yeah, Harry Potter's been banned. There was just recently, there's a banned books day where we celebrate banned books. Yeah, a lot of books that you would think, like Harry Potter, to me seems very tame. That has been banned a lot by Christians for promoting sorcery or something totally wacky in my mind to that nature, like promoting, I don't know, things that are anti-Christian. I have no idea. But yeah, the fact that Harry Potter's been targeted. Yeah, and there's a lot of like classic science fiction books have been targeted a lot over the years. But yeah, one of my favorite books, Fahrenheit 451, is literally about burning books and banning books. There is a whole plot line in my book, The 13th Continuum, where my underwater world has fallen into a dark age, which is ruled by a religious contingent. So everything from before Doom was destroyed in the Great Purging. So I do deal with that in my book, and what happens, the fallout of when you start to censor and eliminate information, and then what happens to that world. So yeah, I'm a very strong believer in access to all of these things. But yeah, I think we're still dealing with some censorship. The internet, though, has also opened up a lot. It's so much easier to access things. It used to be back in the day, you were beholden to your, in my case, library, or maybe your local bookstore, and I grew up in a small southern town. So I was sort of at the mercy of what they were willing to carry. Nowadays, if my kid had a Kindle, you know, like I would have bankrupted my parents if I had one, but you know, you can just access any book in the world. So I think it's pretty neat.